Is there no headphone jack on your new smartphone? Well, we're about to run through the best options when it comes to microphones for iPhone 7 or later and newer Android phones, including the top microphones that I currently recommend for smartphones. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help entrepreneurs and business owners amplify their business and brand with video. If you're new here, then make sure you click that subscribe button, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video you can find linked in the description box below. So let's jump into it. iPhone and Android smartphones are awesome tools for creating video content. They're incredibly convenient, the camera quality in the latest phones is great, and it's only getting better. The biggest issue though is that most people tend to rely too much on the internal microphone, or a set of headphones, and the resulting audio can massively degrade the quality of any videos. We've covered the different microphone options for smartphones in the past, but all of these have really relied on that 3.5mm port or headphone jack to connect the microphones to your phone. So with Apple canning the headphone port back when they released the iPhone 7 and newer Android phones going the same way as well, thanks Google Pixel, it's time for an update with some new options. So whether you've already got a 3.5mm microphone that you want to try and use, or you're looking for a new microphone and you want to get the best options, then we've got you covered. And once we've got you set up with the best solution for you, at the end I'll also drop my pick for the #1 microphone that you need in your filming kit and the simple trick that you can use to get the best audio results. And while we're going through, if you've already got a microphone that you love, then let us know what it is down in the comments. So to start with that headphone jack plug gone, let's take a look at the devices that have now been designed to work with our smartphones without the need for the headphone jack. So specifically, we're talking about microphones with that lightning connector on the bottom of it, or a USB-C microphone. So you can plug it directly into your smartphone without the need for any adapters. So on the Apple side of things, there's actually quite a few options for microphones out there now that have the lightning connector on them, meaning that you can plug them directly into your iPhone. A lot of the popular big brands out there have actually created microphones specifically for this purpose. So that includes people like Sennheiser, like Rode, like Apogee, and there's a heap of other ones as well. But typically what you'll find with these microphones is that they're not cheap. And while they will work well on your iPhone, the biggest downside I can see is that you actually won't be able to use these microphones for any other devices because of that connector. So given the amount of money that you're going to be spending on these microphones and the fact that you actually can't use them on any of your other cameras or any of your other devices that don't have that lightning connector, it might be pretty hard for you to justify the purchase given the price and that it is so device dependent. So that's the Apple side of things, but if you've got an Android device that doesn't have the headphone jack plug, then what are your options? Well, surprisingly, there really isn't too many USB-C microphones out there these days. So the answer here then is to use adapters, and that's what we're jumping into next. The second option for getting great audio and external microphones to use with our smartphones is to use adapters. And what you'll find in most cases is if you're buying a device that doesn't have that headphone jack port, they will actually give you a free adapter when you purchase the phone to convert either lightning or USB-C to 3.5mm to give you that headphone jack plug. So if you really want to expand your options with microphones that you can use with your smartphones, then this is the best way to do it. Now, if you're going to be using the adapter that came with your phone, it will open you up to using a huge range of microphones that are out there. Whether the microphone was actually designed to work with a smartphone or not, you can get an additional adapter to plug into the adapter that came with your phone to be able to convert it from either a TRRS connection, which is pretty standard when you're looking at microphones, or a TRRS connection. And again, all the links to everything that we're mentioning will be down in the description, but all that you need to know here is that with some simple adapters, you can actually adapt most microphones these days to work with your smartphones. Now you might be thinking that could be a bit cumbersome or a bit clunky to have your phone with an adapter and then the microphone plugged into that, but it definitely doesn't need to be. Depending on the type of microphone that you're looking to use with your device, there's actually some really great mounting options and simple mounting options around now to help you mount a microphone side by side with your smartphone. Our really simple go-to recommendation for exactly that is something like this. So this is an Archon tripod with an Archon phone mount, and it is on a E-Stone hot shoe bar, and I will have links to all of these in the description, but this will let you mount your phone on one side and a microphone on the other. And this microphone is the Rode Video Micro. So this, again, will be connected through to your smartphone using the adapter that it came with. So if you are going to use that adapter, then what microphones are the ones that we recommend you use? Well, if you're looking for a wired lapel or lavalier microphone, the one that we recommend is the Boya BY-M1. This will work on both smartphones and on DSLRs or cameras as well. It's actually the microphone that we use for most of the videos on this channel. If you're after a wireless lapel or lavalier microphone, the one that we recommend is the Rode Filmmaker Kit. Now this will definitely be on the larger end of the scale if you use this setup, but it will give you wireless audio back to your smartphone. Okay, so that's wireless and wired lapel or lavalier microphones. As for shotgun microphones that we recommend to use with your smartphones, our top pick or our top recommendation is currently the Rode Video Micro, which is actually this tiny little one here. It will work with your DSLRs or with your cameras as well, because it does just have the standard headphone jack plug. The biggest downside though with using the adapter that comes with your device is that it will plug into the port that you use to charge your device. So you won't be able to be charging your phone while you're recording with a microphone plugged in. Now, this obviously isn't going to affect a lot of people out there, but if you're going to be creating long videos and you want to be able to charge your device or plug your device in so it doesn't go flat while you're recording, then there are other adapters out there that you can pick up that will give you an additional lightning port or additional USB-C port and the headphone jack as well, so that you can plug in your charging cable and your microphone as well. Now, once again, there are heaps of them out there, but we will put our links to the recommended ones down in the description. Now, the next couple of microphone options that you've got aren't anything to do with that 3.5mm or headphone jack plug for getting audio in. So option number 3 then is to use a Bluetooth headset. Now this is something that a lot of people don't even realize that they can use for their videos as well as just making phone calls with their device. So these are headsets or earpieces like the Apple AirPods, the Google Pixel Buds. There's a heap of options out there from companies like Jaybird or Bose or Jabra. You've really got so many out there to choose from. And depending on the types of videos that you're making, these could be the perfect solution for getting great audio on your device. A lot of these headsets will also have things like built-in noise cancellation. So if you're going to be filming in loud environments or if it's really windy, then the noise cancellation can help to reduce that and give you great audio into your videos. Probably one of the biggest downsides with using a Bluetooth headset as the audio for your video will be that you're going to see the headset in your shot, whether it's the earpods hanging out of your ears or whether you've got one that just hangs around your neck. It's going to be visible for anyone watching your video. So that will depend on you, types of videos you're making, whether that is a deal breaker or not. The other thing to be aware of would be the battery life. So depending on which one you go, and there's so many out there to choose from, some of them have fairly decent battery life, whereas others wouldn't. So what I would suggest you do is look at the actual talk time, because essentially that's what you're going to be doing while you're recording your videos. This will be chewing up talk time on there. Standby time isn't going to come into effect when you're creating videos. So where I'd probably suggest you start here is with either the Apple AirPods or with the Google Pixel Buds. Both of these are amazing headsets and will give you really clear audio through in your videos. The fourth option you've got is to use a Bluetooth microphone and to pair it up over Bluetooth to your device. Now, surprisingly, there really aren't too many of these around, or too many decent ones around. One of the best ones out there, and my recommendation, is a Sony microphone that's actually been around for quite a few years. And that's the Sony AW4 wireless Bluetooth microphone. So this will allow you to get really decent audio over Bluetooth. So again, you're not tied or tethered or physically connected to your smartphone. The biggest downside with this unit though is that essentially it works the same way as a lapel or a lavalier microphone, meaning the closer the microphone is to your mouth, the better the audio you're going to get. So this microphone is actually designed to clip onto your shirt or your jacket or something that you're wearing, something close to your mouth. But given the size of this microphone, it's not huge, but it's a lot bigger than a standard wireless or wired lapel microphone. So you're definitely going to see it clipped onto a shirt or a jacket, given the sheer size of the unit. So again, it's really going to come down to the type of videos that you're creating and what you're happy for your viewers to see or not see when it comes to the audio that you're recording. Now, I think it's a pretty safe bet that in the coming year at least, but potentially 2 years, we're going to see a heap of change in this space, with people taking filming with smartphone more and more seriously, and the level of the quality of the cameras, we can only expect that the audio side is going to improve rapidly along with it. So as for the top all-round microphone that I'd suggest that you carry in your video kit, it's the Boya BYM1 lavalier microphone. As I said, it's the microphone that we use for most of the videos on this channel. For around the $20 US price point, it is by far the best bang for buck microphone that we have used, and it works on both DSLRs and smartphones. It's actually got a huge cable as well, meaning that you don't need to be sitting so close to your phone. You can actually get creative and move further away and still get really good audio. Now, if you don't want the really long cable, you can roll it up and stick it in your pocket and it's not going to affect you either. So for flexibility, for audio quality, and for bang for buck, that's why this is our #1 pick for microphone that should be in your camera kit. And you can easily use this microphone to get great results even when it's windy or if conditions aren't ideal by hiding the microphone under your shirt. It's actually what I've done here now. So you can do all of that in under 30 seconds. So make sure you check out the video linked on screen right now for a step-by-step tutorial showing you exactly how to do it. And I'll see you soon.